God damn, that intro.
You're making me feel like shit with that fucking intro.
Dude, that shit funny.
Thank
Pretty
you.
rad.
Thank you.
You got the
damn
way
it,
better
my
production
podcast
value
sucks.
than we do. That's just an unfortunate fact.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Absolutely mediocre content that I produce. Ugh.
Our dumbass little shorts are easily my favorite thing that we've produced, which we don't produce much. We produce very minimal content. Content that we do, God damn it. Yeah. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to another Serious Airsoft Podcast, episode 50. I'm going to call it 54. I don't know if it's 54.
I think it's 53.
53.
I don't know. I'll look.
Don't you confuse me, Carl.
I'm going to look. Hang on.
We're joined by Ian and Eric from Gun Gamers.
Oh, hello.
They were nice enough to host Derek and I on their show last time, so we decided to return the favor because we're not totally fucking inept at working well with others. What's going on, guys?
You're better at working with others than we are, so thanks for having us on. Well, thanks for having me on, really, because you don't owe me shit. I wasn't even there for when you guys were on our podcast.
Cole, it is 53, by the way.
53? Okay, yep. Fuck it. I've got to go back and I had to go back and rip the audio because I need to do another upload dump from Facebook because I didn't realize that StreamYard doesn't hold shit past 15 days.
Oh no!
So I went to like rip some of it, and I was like, "Oh, fuck!
Oh no!
I'm missing like 6 of them."
There's like 7 podcasts from the beginning of our shit. They're just no longer exist. I don't know where they went because they're all streamed to Twitch and just poof after 90 days.
Yeah, so you guys stream to Twitch and YouTube, right?
Yeah, Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah. Hot. I like it. Yeah, it's a nice format. I definitely like the whole aesthetic you guys go with. And you said you normally get that effect from going through what, like Streamlabs or OBS?
Yeah. So like the call itself is hosted in Skype, and then I'll import everybody's audio and video through Streamlabs, and I get to just do it however I want.
We were on Skype.
Skype ain't great. It's pretty gross. Not gonna lie.
God damn it, I hate it. I remember Derek was like, "Do you have a Skype?" I was like, "Yeah," because like you guys, and for some reason KWA, that's like all they wanted to contact me on is Skype, and it's like
what year?
I feel like we should at least move to Discord because literally all I have Skype for is for the podcast.
Dude, it's
Discord's cool for like the chat room, but God, fuck. the audio,
the video
at
is
Discord
not
just like
great.
All out.
I don't know what it is about Discord, but you somehow magically create a cesspool of morons when you put a Discord together. Like if you look at our Discord, boy,
that's great. Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Jesus,
ours hasn't gotten like too out of control. Kate does a good job of
because there's no one in there.
It. Yeah,
it's easy when it's only the 4 of us because Corey isn't even in there.
Well, that's the key to any good Discord, though, because once you actually have a lot of people in a Discord, like the people who play Airsoft who use Discord are generally not the people you want to be in a Discord with. So you just keep as few people in the Discord as possible. And that's how you create your Discord utopia, by having nobody.
There's 5 of you assholes in here, and only 2 of you are active. It's perfect. Speaking of one of our 5 assholes, I need to send the link to Corey. I think he's working right now. And Punk, of course, we switch our cast days to Fridays to accommodate Punk, so he can come back on because we love him and he's bald and he's pretty and we want to give him cuddles. And that motherfucker switched back to working Friday nights.
I mean,
maybe he just doesn't want to come on, or maybe he heard that we were coming on, and he's like, "Oh God, these guys."
Oh no, my schedule changed again. I can't come on.
Yeah.
He's actually big mad that he can't be on right now. Because he definitely wanted to chop it up with you guys. And then he also just had his I don't know if you saw his senpai lewd patches that dropped.
Yes,
but
I saw them.
If you want to make
some people, which was
real fucking
hilarious.
Uncomfortable.
I feel like if I wore one of those to an event, that's a good way to get put on a watch. Better than Airsoft in general, but that's a good way to get put on like some other watch lists.
Bro, I spent $90 on anime nutface patches and stickers from him. I was like, one of
Jesus.
everything. Always turning into
God.
shit.
Nah, dog, I'm good.
I hadn't heard his patches referred to as nutface before, but that checks out.
That's okay. So
Yeah,
like,
well, what's the actual like weeb term? Is like fucking
Ahegao.
or something?
hey, go, see, hold on. You put the little, you know the fucking pronunciation. You goddamn weeb.
Listen, I
I'm
don't
just
watch
fucking
those.
guessing.
I don't listen to that goddamn anime language, so I
You sound like you do. You sound like a connoisseur. Something tells me you've seen a tentacle or two, my man.
my teen years were rough. Just leave it at that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, Japanese O face. Got it. Fucking funny. But he just released those because they're part of his new like slaughter brand that he's doing, which is very
fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about like fucking punk and metal aesthetic. So naturally, I look at that. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking on board. As I wear a fucking polo, but you know,
he and Derek have created the two polar opposite, but somehow still equally cool. Like their aesthetics are two of my favorites because I can rock either one and be totally fucking comfortable with it. Like I'm going to be driving up to Colorado to see Carl and Derek for Jackal 5 up near Colorado Springs, and we're going in what is it, IRA kit?
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh boy. If you weren't on a watch list now, you will be then.
Yeah.
I told my wife this. I was like, "Hey, just be prepared. We're going to be shooting a shitload of media when I'm up there." I was like, "B, I'm gonna be dressed up in a ski mask, track shorts,
May or may not be dressed up as terrorists.
and dressed up as IRA people firing a blank fire RPK." And she's like, "Can you not put that on your Instagram?" I was like, "No, it must go up on Instagram.
It must go everywhere. You have to flex it for the gram.
I've got to."
It's a weird part of like airsoft media and gun YouTube is like normal people look at that, they're like, really? I wouldn't want that anywhere near us. And then we're just all comfortable with it. Just put that shit up all over the place.
I love it. I love it when I have when my employees inevitably, because I'm in like an upper management job, so every once in a while I have one of my employees will scroll through and because Instagram does the lovely like, oh, this guy's in your contacts, you might know them.
Oh no.
And so click
I
over to your
awkward-
boss and he's in shorty shorts with a cigar in his mouth, a pedo mustache, fucking slamming beers and firing off rounds. It's like, yeah, that's what you want to.
The most dangerous thing for my security clearance, because I'm a fucking intel guy in the army and government contractor, is the fact that my favorite kits to run are the ones that commit the most war crimes, like CIA, Vietnam, SOG. It's just like, oh, this is gonna end
One
up
of the
with me.
times you go to militia at Milsom West.
That doesn't go so well either.
What were you wearing on your stream the other night? I tuned in after the fact and watched it, but you had like popped collar, like some fucking BDU top with the sleeves fucking snipped off. Your headband.
I had a cry top on. I had one of my many American flag bandanas with all my fucking like Omega Productions pins on it. Yeah, that's was that like last night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was just me in my natural element. You missed the other night when I was in UDT shorts and a fucking tiger stripe top with nothing else. It was great.
You were in Tiger Stripe for the podcast we were on last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, because Tiger Stripe is the best. I'm actually probably going to buy the Moguns Tiger Stripe shorts because we got some true spec
Baja
UDTs
Tiger
that do not fit me.
But,
we did a mass order of UDT shorts for Tiger Stripe, and it turns out that Eric is quite a bit too thick to fit in them.
A little too thick.
thick old boy. I was going to ask you, Derek, do you have any like supersized extra smalls of those? Because I definitely want to, in the freezing ass fucking cold at Jackal.
I think
It's
they
like-
come in extra small.
Wear them fucking things as nut huggers. I'm talking, they're going to look like fucking
Bike
lingerie
shorts.
boy shorts.
Bike shorts.
It's
Be
just
like a fucking
couple
thong
cantaloupes
just riding
in
up
there.
in there.
If that's not fucking psychological warfare, I don't know what is. I'm just going to be hanging off the
I
side
would be
of the way.
terrified. I'd be intimidated.
That'd be hard.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
So for the few people in here that may not know what you guys have been doing, you've got your own podcast that you guys have set up. It's
Yeah.
pretty successful. I enjoy watching
That's
it.
all Ian. Ian did all the work.
I'll say, what was kind of like the antithesis of getting that up and running?
Honest to God, it was like when quarantine started, there was fucking nothing to do for like me and a couple of our friends. So like, oh, well, we can't do Milsom West. We can't do regular airsoft shit. you want to do a podcast? Well, I was just fucking blackout drunk. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking get it set up. And, I wake up the next morning with like podcast layouts on Streamlabs. I'm like, I guess I know what I did last night and have to do from now on.
Well, and we had experimented in the past with doing podcasts, but it was always like the super janky Google Hangouts on stream type of setup.
Absolute garbage. Absolute
you can still find some of them listed.
How we began. Yeah, dude, fuck Google Hangouts.
Yeah, no, Google Hangouts sucks by comparison to like actually having real production value. But the thing is, I'm a bit stupid when it comes to doing all that stuff. So Ian actually came in and like put together the actual work of doing that and doing it better than we've ever done it. So that was fucking dope. And obviously, we've got like a bit of a built-in audience with the YouTube thing that we've been doing for like 5 years at this point. So we're just like, fuck it. We'll just do podcasts, while we're bored in quarantine. And that'll be another stream of things that we can do in addition to our normal videos that we trickle out at this point because we're fucking lazy and drunk most of the time.
Turns out it's been the best thing to happen to this channel simply due to the fact that there was a fucking liquor sponsor on our podcast.
You guys so fucking much for that. Our sponsors are wonderful and we love them. God damn it.
Now,
None of them send you
none of them send you liquor.
So the flip side of that, our fans bring us liquor, which Carl and Derek have not been able to experience this yet, but there's a dude down in, there's a couple of guys actually down in Houston who, whenever they see us at events, they'll come up to at both Avalon and Reindeer games. They just like walked up and handed us bottles of liquor. We're like, here, we enjoy you guys when you're shit-faced drunk, have fun. And they just like walked off. And Eric and I, punk around, were like, oh, get back here, drink with us.
That's actually the best though, is when you meet people at events who like love your stuff and just want to like give you booze or whatever, but then you get to like hang out with them and talk to them. You just make that new social connection. That's the best part.
It's always nice when, because there are horror stories with running into people who are Airsoft fans, and then there's like dudes that we've run into have all been chill as shit though. Like they come up and have some beers with us. Like this one dude, they brought us like this 2 million or 9 million Scoville fucking hot sauce because we had just like off the cuff mentioned it, and so we got hammered ass drunk. We were taking like just like dripping that shit on us in the middle of the day, and it was horrible.
That's
sounds like
poor decision making right there,
dude. It was a good time. That was at because we did which once this bullshit gets started again, we're gonna start doing again, which is we throw up like because we have a whole mobile setup, so we'll throw everything up and get it set up and just do a show on Vendor Row on Fridays at events.
It should be Jackal.
Sweet.
Jackal would be the next one.
I'm bringing everything with me, so we'll have it all set up. It's really fucking fun, especially when because you don't get like some mass amount of people, but you get like 2 or 3 people that know what the fuck's going on, and they come over and start hanging around, bullshitting, throwing beers at you. It's great.
That's the best is when you just run into like those few people you see at a lot of events, and like they just know you, and you get to hang out with them at those events, even if you don't get to see them that often because fucking. We all live so far away. Our main congregation is all those events.
Yeah. Are those all pre-recorded, or do you just blow money on data?
Oh, fuck no. Fuck not data. Those are the only ones that we don't do live. We need to do more on this side of like editing after the fact, but I don't know what I'm doing and I'm too lazy to do it. And everybody else is just too fucking busy all the time. So generally it's just like, we'll just like shit out some mediocre half-assed version of the episode and be like, fuck it, we got it.
Dude, that's like the only way we make content, period. So totally got you.
River Johnson asking the whole so the only ones that are going to be at Jackal is going to be Derek, Carl, and myself. Corey has big adult shit to do, and Punk is in Washington, and he will probably be trapped there until the end of time.
That's sad.
I think they're both
going
going
out
to,
for the homie.
I think both of them are going to Copperhead, though. I was actually Corey, who I was hoping will be able to hop on here at some point, was giving me some updates on the short film that he's doing because you guys were talking about like stuff to do during quarantine, and Corey was like, "I'm gonna start making movies."
Hey, it's as valid a fucking it's as valid a venture as any.
Yeah, right. Well, he went and did that SCP thing, which hopefully that film drops soon.
That looks sweet.
It does, yeah.
Dude,
is he out of like Texas or what?
Corey, Oklahoma City.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I really liked even like the precursor one that same channel did, which seems to be like kind of the setup build up. I really like because I'm a big horror fan. Like I fucking love horror movies. And that's like a really good intersection of my tactical nerd and horror thing. And I like that it had a lot of build up, not stupid fucking jump scares. Like it actually understood atmosphere.
Yeah. The SCP, because it's like a creepypasta thread, essentially, is how it started, and it evolved into what it is today, which is this massive fucking community.
This crazy ass crowdsourced wiki. It's really cool.
Dude, like sci-fi horror is my shit. Like the Doom franchise is fucking like, especially with their new revamp with the Doomslayer and all that.
Oh yeah,
that shit gets me so hard. Like anything to do with that, I'm all about. And
Dead Space.
Dead Space is fucking fantastic. Easily one of my favorite game series. They get, I mean, there's just so much.
What happened to it?
Yeah. Oh god. So Derek just sent me a picture of his download upload speed. Download is 0.03. Upload is
there you go.
Oh yikes!
Neat.
There are starving children in Africa with faster internet than Derek.
Yeah, yikes. He'd be better off on his fucking phone.
Oh yeah. Pay some money to get fiber installed, and I'm not sure where he's out of. Is that his compound or is that his?
Well, that's his shop, and the problem is that he lives kind of like out in the east in Colorado Springs, where I mean it's basically like almost farmland. It's actually the blend between where the forest stops and the like outskirts begin. So yeah, kind of screwed.
So he lives in like an SCP setting.
Basically.
Kind of, yeah, actually.
Yeah, maybe he's experiencing anomalous activity.
Well, he needs to quit beating that hamster that runs his modem, or it's going to turn on him one day. It's probably going to fail. Like that's one of my favorite cues. I think it's like our first fucking episode. There's like a cut, and he's like, "Hold on, I got to throw a shoe at the hamster that runs my modem." It's just, those are the things. Like, unfortunately, we fell so far behind on like uploading shit to our SoundCloud and to our iTunes that like I haven't had a chance to like start editing in clips like that again. But that's one of the things I miss. I'm gonna start trying to throw in there. Derek was really good at like finding something really just like a really dumb like 2-second blip that he could throw at the beginning of the episode and just fucking
That sounds awesome. I would listen a lot more intently for those little Easter eggs and bits.
Oh yeah, you got to find something to do with it. It's definitely the process of like learning how to do all this shit has been interesting. Because like I'm
creation in general, shit sucks.
Yeah, I'm just south of retarded to begin with, and then you fucking start throwing tech at me, and it's like,
how does this work?
That's kind of the thing. People think that like airsoft content creation is fucking dropping trow and shitting out fucking content, but there's a little bit of fucking like thinking that goes on with it.
Well,
yep. Good
especially
content is hard to do.
Yeah,
that's why we
don't do it.
Well, especially now with COVID, like I can tell you right now, just about every single airsoft content creator is just belching out old recycled shit from old events, from fucking like nothing. There's nothing like new or interesting going on right now. Like I'll flip through airsoft the YouTube, and like you just go through and it's all just like, okay, I've seen this gameplay footage, cool, cheater footage, cool, fight. It's all the same shit.
It's like people rehashing fucking like old gameplay commentaries for like COD or Battlefield back in the day.
Yeah, and I didn't
like. There's so few events going on that if you want to keep that consistent upload schedule, because God knows YouTube will punish you if you don't.
Dude, YouTube's a fucking terrorist organization at this point.
YouTube sucks.
Oh yeah, it's garbage, man. If you want to talk about ad revenue, our CPMs not good. It's like
Wait, you're getting ad revenue?
Hold on.
Wow.
Yeah. We somehow managed to skate right below YouTube's radar, and most of our videos, like 9 out of 10, are still monetized.
It's
I was blown away when we're on your show and just out of nowhere, someone gave you $10. I was like, man, what doing is fucking wrong.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, maybe we just start streaming to YouTube.
Streaming to YouTube's the way to go. They can give you money.
Damn it.
That is the nice part, is people can actually donate directly to you through YouTube. And fun fact for those of you who are wondering what Ian gets in exchange for running the podcast: A, he makes all the money from our merch sales, and B, I buy him booze every month.
Oh, it's usually good alcohol too.
You hear that, you pieces of shit? I made stickers, and none of you assholes bought them. Like,
I bought 2
you
stickers.
fucking animals. They
Dude,
they whine and they ask for more and more and more, and they don't buy anything.
I just finished selling those fucking alcoholic patches that I had made like a couple of months ago, and it's surprising how quickly they sell when it's in person because people are like, yeah, I got like $11 in cash, I'll pay for it.
Well, we've been pretty lucky here, or at least where I'm at in Texas, because D14 has just been like basically open this entire time. So like I might go out there tomorrow and fuck around. It's a really cool field. I found out that there's apparently a large Airsoft TikTok following.
What?
There is.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I had a kid come up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, you made me go viral." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And it's a clip of him full auto, like 70 rounds per second, just catching me in the nuts from like 5 feet away. And in the video, it looks like I'm gonna walk up and just like knock the soul out of this kid. And I'm just like, "You're good, man." I give him a fist bump and I walk off. And it's got like 3 million views or some shit like that. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
TikTok is fucking huge. It blows my mind.
I need to see this video.
I feel like an angry boomer yelling at the sky, but like, I don't get TikTok. I remember when it was called Vine.
Okay, so there was Vine. I remember that shit because I would get.
And then there's Musically.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, didn't Musically become TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find this.
All I know is that the Chinese government watches you through TikTok.
Well, they're about to watch.
Everyone's watching you through something. Facebook is watching us right now through Facebook. Google's watching us through YouTube. The Chinese government's watching us through TikTok, and the U.S. government's watching us through all of it.
Yeah.
And 13 assholes are watching us through Facebook. What's up, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, those are the guys who matter. Those are the ones we care about.
True.
Yeah, fuck you, U.S. government. No, I just lost my job.
It was worth it. It was for an Airsoft podcast.
Exactly, dude.
Search for shit on TikTok. What is this?
I'm
I'm boomering hard right now.
I have never used TikTok ever.
I used it to keep up with the slutty chicks from my high school.
So
That's
what's
about it.
the deal with it? Is Orange Man gonna ban it, or are they just gonna sell?
So apparently they have until a certain day, I want to say it's like mid-September or something, to sell their U.S. holdings to a U.S.-based company, I think.
I think Microsoft is looking at picking that up. That's what I've heard, at least.
I heard Oracle was an idea.
Because God knows Microsoft needs to own more.
Yeah.
Well, so it won't let me, like, I'm on the actual site and it won't let me search, which is really annoying.
Maybe you have to be logged in.
Yeah, it probably wants you to create an
I
account.
did log in. I made one. I did the
Xi
thing.
Jinping would like to know your location. Please allow.
Winnie the Pooh, please no.
You have to create a social credit profile.
Dude, my social cred score is gonna be even lower than my actual.
I love
credit
how
score.
I love
That's
how
not saying much.
I loaded up the TikTok page and it's immediately all these thirsty boy TikToks. It's like, it knows exactly what I'm looking for.
It's looking for your market audience. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, real quick, you should probably do a little sponsor intro before we dive too deep into this shit show.
Are you telling me how to do this thing?
I mean, I'm just
Yes,
It sounds like he's telling you how to do your job.
because you're doing it wrong.
Listen here, you piece of shit. Yeah, we should probably do that. So, quick word from our sponsors. ASAP Podcast is brought to you by, first off, KWA, tried and true staple in the Airsoft community. They've got the Ronin 47 coming out soon. The Ronin T10 is out right now. They've got a couple of the special editions dropping soon. And soon on the horizon, you'll have the new gas blowback version of an old classic, the LM4D. So watch that shit. I'm going to get my hands on both of those, and I'm going to stick them in between my butt cheeks, I think. Next up, we've got Enola Gay. They're one of our, or actually, I think they are our very first sponsor. They've been with us since the beginning. We've known these guys for a long time. Use code ASAP15 for all textile and smoke and pyro products in the US. They won't give it to you inside the UK because they don't like you as much. Just you're gonna.
Neither do we.
Yeah. On the horizon with Enola Gay, there's some real cool shit coming on. I was told to be very vague.
very hush.
We're good at vague. But you're going to expect to see us touting some new products as well as a new way to get products. It's going to be dope. I'm really excited about it. There's going to be some really cool features coming down the pipe soon from them. But again, use code ASAP15. We're the only people that have a fucking discount code. So if you're buying Pyro, why the fuck aren't you using it? And then finally, Overwatch Tactics. They make games. Go to the games. The next thing that's coming out is Conquest of Avalon 4. It's going to be in November 14th through 15th at Wichita, Texas, at the Renaissance Fair there. It's a really fun event. You can LARP. You can put chainmail on. Derek is going to be running around on a one wheel with a red outfit as the Spanish Inquisition at one point, throwing out grenades at everybody. So
That sounds amazing.
Hear ye, hear ye.
They'll never expect the Spanish Inquisition.
He was going to be the Pope at first. Then we decided that he needed to be Spanish Inquisition because he's going to be like a kill streak in the game. And he's just going to roll around with one wheel going, nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition. And just
A kill streak, like, so are people going to be able to call it in?
yes,
So, like,
people
if
feel
one
something.
team takes an objective, like, call in the Inquisition,
He
and he's
needs-
going to come floating in with his robes down the street.
So if you've ever seen History of the World Part 1, he's the Grand Inquisitor Takimata. Do not
That
look
is
for compassion.
fucking awesome.
Takimata, do not look to him for mercy. Let's face it, you can't talk him out of anything. So he's going to just roll down there on his one wheel in a red robe, screaming, "No one expects the Spanish Inquisition," and throw shit everywhere.
Yo,
That makes
LARP
it so
Airsoft
much
is the
better
best
that
Airsoft. Changed my mind.
Yeah.
If he's
Oh, yeah.
something that can be earned and called in for one side or the other, that makes it just so much better.
That's exactly what he is, and it's gonna be fucking.
That is so great. I'm
That's
jealous.
Overwatch
You went-
games are infinite. They're just so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
If you guys have a chance to go to them, unfortunately COVID has really kind of dialed back their ability to host events this year. But Conquest of Avalon 4, which is my favorite event that they do, is going to be November 14th and 15th. Get your tickets now. Go to that shit. It's at a Renaissance fair. It's really fucking cool. And that's what we got from our sponsors. Now back to me trying to fucking scroll through this TikTok like a 90-year-old boomer. Good job, Paul.
Speaking of LARP Airsoft, we went to a LARP heavy event recently as Omega Productions Desolation 3. And myself and Eric were there as staff, and it was just fucking awesome.
Where was that?
What kind of LARP
That
it?
was in Pennsylvania, and it's it was at Skirmish Paintball in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, and they do post-apocalyptic 40-hour LARP games. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, you show up on Friday, the game starts Friday afternoon, Friday night, and then the game continues up until Sunday afternoon. And there are not breaks at night, but the communities themselves become safe zones, so people can take off their iPro and shoot the shit. So it's a little bit more casual than say your Milsim West in that way. But the cool part is just fucking having that 40-hour post-apocalyptic LARP experience. It's absolutely
Is
the
that
best.
the same one that Swamp Sniper makes all of his videos about with the big LARP event?
No.
No?
No, that's Revelations, the Revelation series at Ballahack. And that is like a similar type of genre being post-apocalyptic airsoft, but we have people who go to Omega and Revelations, and the best comparison they can make generally is that Omega is like the more full immersion, way more like Spartan hardcore version of Revelations, whereas Revelations is the more produced, very flashy airsofty type of version of it.
Yo,
Nice.
that Airsoft OnlyFans chick is all over this TikTok thread. Jesus Christ!
There's
I've
an
seen, like,
Airsoft
man,
OnlyFans chick.
That chick is so there's a stink earlier this week about an Airsoft chick who was posting her OnlyFans account on her
TikTok.com.
specifically on her Airsoft Instagram, which didn't really phase me either way. Like, go for it, fucking make your money how you make it. But I've seen her pop up on TikTok as well, like 12 times. So this chick she's doing a full court press on any kind of media that she can get. I think she's in Mexico or something like that. But
I have not heard
Whatever.
anything about any of this. I've kind of been tuned out of. I've been trying to tune out of the social media sphere more and more lately. Honestly,
dude,
Good call.
it is. That's a safe move. That's a safe move. I know.
Yeah, not a fan.
yeah. I've just been hanging out, listening to fucking vinyl records and drinking whiskey.
Every once in a while, you get some cool shit. Like we were talking about earlier. Like SS Airsoft just had Little Yachty roll through randomly, just using
That
auto
was pretty
tune to
dope.
call his hits. That's what I want to know. Was the auto tune calling his hits?
The
that should
question
be
is, was he
fucking
calling his hits? Because he doesn't really need to. The dude's worth $4.5 million, so he can just be like, "Yeah, here's an extra $500. I'm gonna go be."
Yeah,
the
does he just
juggernaut
fucking?
today."
Does he make it? If someone gets mad at him for cheating, he just make it rain on him and just
The
ultimate
picture,
flex.
the picture that I saw, it looked like he had like a legit setup too.
Yeah.
Well, I think
okay.
SS
I think
builds
SS
custom high kappas.
Yeah,
So
I think
they might have
SS
furnished
cheated them
it.
out for the day. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's be honest. If anyone tried to fight Little Yachty, like every rapper has a crew of like 6'8", 350-pound gentlemen that just kind of follow them around. So no one's going to be fighting that guy.
Well, I remember, so like the gun range that I worked at, we had, and I've talked about this before, we had fucking Kanye come through, and he had like one bodyguard, but that dude's like 4 foot nothing. All these rappers are so tiny. They're little dudes.
Rappers are small people.
That's why they're so angry.
Dude, it's true. The angriest musicians are the smallest musicians.
I met who was it? Young Jeezy one time in person. He's a very small gentleman. He's not very large.
Oh, here it is.
He was rolling around in like a Ferrari that he had ended up like renting from some random local supercar rental place.
Did we talk about the hilarious footage of that fight at like the Brooklyn Airsoft field last week?
So we have not talked about that, and we definitely need to. But I just found the
I haven't
video of
even
me
seen
getting
it.
fucking juiced in the nuts. I don't know if I'll let you play the audio for this, but when this kid shoots me, because he peeks.
Throw it up on
I-
screen share.
I'm about to. I went booking around the right side of the field to run up on these kids because they were all on the left. So I was like, whatever, fucking right's open. I'm gonna bust out and see if I can get some shit. And I come running up, and he peeks, and we shoot at each other, and he hits me. And so I call my hit, and I throw my hand up, and I start walking. He goes back in, and comes back out, and this gun, it just goes
burns you.
dude. When it shoots, it just, and you can't tell in the camera perspective, but he's like 5 feet from me, and just 70 RPS is me square in the pecker. And the video apparently went viral because it looks like I'm gonna take this kid's soul when I walk up on him.
I don't understand why people run those kinds of guns. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, it's so hard. It's because it's hard as shit to fight against. Like you
It's easy
can't.
mode.
Yeah, like here we go. All right, so this is this is the kid's perspective. You got to see me get my shit clapped in 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Here we go. So he peeks around the corner, bops me. I'm walking up, just get absolutely hosed right there in the dick.
Oh Jesus!
And somehow this has got fucking 3 million views. Like I
Dude,
don't.
damn.
You know what it is? It is though, like that little moment of doubt where you think it's going to be like every other fucking Airsoft TikTok where someone freaks out or is about to fight. Like you have that little bit of where you put your arms down and start walking toward him, where it almost looks like you're going to lose your
Dude.
shit.
90% of the comments are like, that guy was about to fucking kill you. And I'm like, no, man, I wasn't angry. I was just, my balls hurt. Like right after I get around the corner, I just kind of like double over for a second. I'm like,
Oh God!
I'm too old for this shit. Just, it was a brutal kick. Yeah, I definitely did not enjoy
To your
that.
pride or to your dick?
To my
Both.
dick. Pride didn't. I get shot all the time. I spend, I want to say like 70% of my time in Airsoft with a dead rag out. I always
same.
get shot. No one's.
Yeah.
I love this idea that like people are good at airsoft. Nobody's fucking good at airsoft.
Nobody
You're just not
wins at
doing-
Tries
Airsoft.
to
We
be
all
good at
lose for
Airsoft
playing.
and taking it too fucking
You're
seriously.
just either not calling your hits or you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you're
I
trying hard,
especially
you wanna
don't
get all the
understand
time.
not calling your hits at pickup games because you have to walk at most like 100 yards back to the respawn area. It's a little bit, I mean, it's still bad, but it's a little bit different. I can understand the mindset at like Broken Home. If someone just spent an hour trudging through the woods only to get shot instantly and then get pissed off at the long ass walk back.
Or when we spend hours flanking completely around the field, and then some random
Yep.
idiot that was on our team that was following our group runs out of the fucking trees and then runs towards us when he gets shot at. Do you remember that? Was that at fucking Reindeer Games when that shit happened, or was that at Gruber?
I
I
don't
think it was at
remember.
Gruber.
I don't remember.
The thing is, Airsoft doesn't work if everyone isn't on the page of sometimes shit sucks and sometimes you just
Yeah.
die at the worst moment.
Oh yeah.
You just die. That's why you really see people's attitudes if you have a sniper, because a lot of times if someone just gets shot with ABB and they don't see where it came from, like just keep on going.
Yeah, I love the
Oh
little-
yeah, or night games.
The peak.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
yeah,
night games.
especially night games.
Oh, that's great.
But see, night games I always get shot by my own team
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
nonstop, and it's always the kids with nods too. Like you can see in the dark, yeah, but I can't see colors.
Well, unfortunately, so many people buy night vision and think that you're done. You're done. You win the night game. You have
easy.
night vision. So that means you're the best.
I own the night.
Yeah. Never mind actually practicing with your night vision, actually keeping your fucking peripheral vision up and actually knowing what the fuck you're doing. You just think, oh, well, I can see and no one else can, so I win. but what you do with that data still matters. Just having that data doesn't make
Derek,
you better.
I could see Derek just bellow in the corner like.
Them
Listen,
shits are
both-
expensive and they give me a
I see
headache.
that. Or it's
Both
also when
Ian and
people
I
have
own
night vision
and we
and
understand.
they think that they're
Yeah.
invisible. Like I can see
Mhm.
the dark, no one can see me. Like you're standing
I
in a
fell into
field
that
with
trap
full
the first
moon,
time I used my
I can
night
still
vision.
see you.
Yeah. Well, it's dumb, man. People really overestimate their abilities with night
Yeah.
vision. And as much as I'm thinking the Psionics Aurora is the coolest fucking thing they come out recently, just simply due to the fact that it's making digital night vision a better option. I was at an event recently where we had a night game.
Hey,
And I saw-
really sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Do you guys see that Chadwick Boseman just died?
Who?
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Colon
I did see
cancer.
that in the comments. I didn't want to bring it up unless it was something you guys want to talk
Yeah,
about.
sorry. That's he's dead at 42 from colon cancer.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Chadwick Boseman.
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
Oh damn.
God,
Holy
that
fuck.
fucking sucks.
Holy
Ouch.
shit. That's
Oh, that's
Did
awful.
he was it known that he had colon cancer? Because I hadn't heard anything about it
Apparently,
since then.
last 4 years. Apparently, he's been fighting colon cancer.
That's fucking.
And he was
shitty,
in
man.
the shape to play Black Panther. Like, holy
Yeah, I was gonna
fuck,
say,
that's a
hold
hard
on.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Holy
Dude was fucking
fuck.
yoked for Black Panther.
Damn.
That sucks.
That does suck.
That's fucking
Well.
crazy. Anyways, back to Airsoft.
Anyway.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just saw that somebody sent me
Yeah.
a message about that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, some dude was running a Psionics Aurora on the other team, and I could clearly see him walking around and just like turning on his IR flood and trying to figure out where he's going, and then walking straight into a fucking tree or something like that. It's like, oh man, come on.
Do those work as well as they advertise?
They work.
They
Not
look
really.
cool.
It's
They're-
better
well-
than your naked eye, but it's not great.
It's not like Armasight Spark Core level of garbage, but it's not Gen 2 not.
It's slightly above a Gen 1, below a Gen 2.
Yeah.
I would say it's relatively close to like Gen 2, but like Gen 2 Plus probably edges
So
it
it's-
out.
It's somewhere between your redneck cousin who hunts hogs butt naked in the middle of the night and Gen 2 then.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what
Them
it's
hillbillies
good
can
for
see
that
them
it was built for, it's a great low light recording device.
Yeah.
People are trying to push it into this use case of being an alternative to analog night vision when it's not there yet. I know Psionics is working on it, and I give it like 3 or 4 years before digital night vision eclipses analog night vision. But right now, it's a recording device, and it's really good at that.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I
That's
like
a-
Brain Exploder's small camera that he put in his night vision that he'd record
Which is
his.
also fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, no, his perspective of his night
Fucking
vision.
love Mark, dude. He comes
Speaking
up with
of brain
crazy shit.
exploders, oh, dude, we love him. Didn't you, Ian? You just got one of his new. You want to talk
Yeah,
about that?
he just came out with a new mask setup. It basically just clips into the bottom of your whatever ESS goggles you have. He sent us a couple of them for some testing. I know
I should be playing with
him.
one soon.
Yeah, you should. I've got yours in this bag right here, along with a couple of the
Hey.
brand new fucking Rhino mount GoPro mounts. But they're really cool. I know him and Les Trooper have been rolling with those for a while, and everything I've heard is they're fucking awesome. But I want to be able to get rid of that garbage fucking one Tigris, so I don't have to touch that thing ever again. Most people are going to say, just don't wear lower face pro. Teeth are expensive. They're just-
They are.
They are.
yeah.
And
I feel like such a hypocrite because I don't wear lower face pro to a huge number of games, but that's mostly because most of the lower face pro options suck.
Absolute garbage.
There is a definite lack. So there you got the brain exploder one, and I picked this up, and I talked about this on the
Which
show
I
a couple
want.
whiles back.
I want it.
This is the UK, this is Airsoft Face Pro UK. Dude on Facebook. This thing took he's super backlogged on orders, so this took a while to get here. And after shipping, it was like $50, but it's fucking worth it. So check this shit out. This is
You're just flexing on me right now, and I feel super inadequate. This is like a cold day in the locker room right now.
yeah, dude. This thing is awesome. What's cool about it is there's a pull tab in the back, so I can cinch it down, and from here down is metal mesh inside of this wrap. The only thing I would say that I would wish that it had is I wish it had like a little metal pinch piece right here. But I ran this all day at D14 last weekend and didn't have a single problem with it. It didn't knock into my iPro. It didn't fog anything up. It breathes so well. There wasn't any kind of like reverb fog going into my iPro or anything like that. It didn't
Well,
fall.
it's got a lot of airflow, it looks like.
It isn't. So this feels like AC when you're walking around. It's nuts because all these little holes, the air just like goes in, and it's hot in Texas right now. It's been like 110 ish for like a month. And
Yeah, I might plug.
Isn't
We
that
have a
Texas year round?
no, almost. It's fucking close, man. There's the meme about Texas being that level in Super Mario where the sun's trying to kill you is not inaccurate.
we have a guy on our team who we have a bunch of custom gear for us. Maybe I'll just harass him and see if he can make me something like that.
So this thing's cool, and it's padded right here too. So like around where the actual metal bit is, it's all padded up and whatnot. And he makes a couple different versions of it. This is his Generation 5. And I've run mouth guards. I've run like the weird little tiny mesh lower face guards. I've run everything you can think of. This is the only shit that's legitimately worked for me and that I really, really, really like. And I like the Brand Exploder one too. I definitely want to check that out. But this is something that like it looks the part, which in Airsoft is like 90% of it apparently. But also it's functional with anything I wear. It's functional with my Oakleys, M-frames. It's functional with goggles. It's functional with hats. It's functional with helmets. It's functional with Ear Pro. And it took like I went into a building at D14 and it ate like a full burst into the mouth and nothing.
Gee, you have bad luck with just getting shot and sensitive.
You do.
So fun story about that. Every single event, I either get shot in the nuts or in the mouth or in the forehead. If you go on, I don't know why Woody does this to me, but if you go on his Instagram, any picture that I have with him, I've got a big fucking unicorn dot. And it's a different event every single time I get unicorned in the fucking forehead. And
I was gonna say we have pictures like that, except it's usually just one of our friends just puking into the toilet after being fucking blackout drunk.
I'm still playing at that point.
No.
As they can attest, which
we also usually have pictures of us, it's hour 36 of Milson West and we're cold, so we're just fucking cuddling in the middle of a road. That's other pictures we have.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, Carl, you might want to zip up your tent real tight. If it gets cold out there, I'm going to come for you. You seem warm.
I don't know.
Here we go.
These skinny wrists won't be able to warm me up.
I'm renting a trailer because it's like $100 a night or something like that, and so I'm getting I'm getting a 5-person sleeper trailer to just be bougie as fuck at that game.
Just absolutely glamping.
Dude, I'm gonna pick
bring
it up.
Some expensive whiskey, some nice glasses, some good cigars.
Pick it up in Colorado Springs, so I don't have to drive with the fucking thing. I'm gonna pick
Does it
up
have a shower?
Yeah, it's got a shower, it's got a toilet, it's got fucking bunk beds, it's got a stove, it's got all this shit. And for $40 extra a night,
everybody.
For $40 extra a night, I can get a generator too.
Oh, that's the flex. That's the play.
Now the flex is what's behind Derek.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Well, this will be used
but does
during
it have
the
a
game.
shower?
Yeah, this isn't much
Doesn't have
used
bunk
after
beds.
the game.
Yeah,
that's true. But yeah,
there's no generator. There's no shower. Like whatever. It looks cool, but no shower.
I'm really excited for the Jackal game though, because it's probably going to be the only event I'm going to be able to make aside from Southern Front for the entirety of 2020, 2021.
Oof.
I just had to pull out a fucking go into Saratov, man. It feels shitty, but like it's a mixture of fucking National Guard stuff and COVID. So
I feel so bad because like I don't want to be that fucking guy who bails on something, but Saratov insurgency is definitely a bit up in the air for me just because of like New York State's travel restrictions make it where I have to be super choosy when I go out of state. So I'm watching West Virginia's numbers like a fucking hawk. And then also like 350 some people are supposed to go to Saratov insurgency. So I also have to consider, do I want to be in a space where the social interaction and the business center are such a major portion of that game with 350 people?
I don't think 350 people are going to show up to that event, to be 100%.
And that's the other thing too. What if 80 of those fucking people show up? Then I feel like a douchebag for being one of the people who skipped it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll even see what Josh does because like he's probably watching the numbers like a hawk too.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how, because obviously these event promoters don't want to like raise the red flag too early, which is part of the reason that like AMS didn't push Copperhead until like 2 weeks before the event was
Well,
supposed
they
to
did
happen.
the same thing with Eastern Front. We were supposed to
Yeah.
go to Eastern
Jo-
Front. And then,
Josh is also like, he's the type of event promoter where he's not going to be the type of guy who's going to be like, yeah, hey, everybody come on out, don't wear masks. Like, he's been very vocal about COVID, so I wouldn't be surprised if he calls it, but I have no idea.
I half expect Josh to be walking around with like a potato cannon and shooting people in the balls if they don't have a mask on. Like,
Just shows up in a hazmat suit or
Josh
something.
is one of the few people who I will say would call people the fuck out if they were not following his rule.
dude, he's one of our favorite guests we've had on just because he's such a fucking lunatic. Him and actually to prep a little bit, we're having Dan from HPA back on next Friday.
That's going to be
That'll
nice.
be. We're getting that reclusive motherfucker back on the show, so that we haven't had him on since the whole BB drama, but he's got some new batteries
God,
that are coming
was
out
fun.
and whatnot.
That was a
That
blast.
episode was so much fun.
We've got a BB test like coming out comparing the quality of different versions of BBs and like the variances of weight and diameter and stuff. Because one of our members is a gigantic fucking nerd when it comes to
And an
manufacturing
engineer by
engineering.
trade.
He's a manufacturing engineer, but he's it's going to be interesting to see what brands come out on top, and I already have a little bit of a bias.
I'm already anticipating a lot of fanboy rage no matter what the results are. And like all we could say is we worked with the samples we had. If you want to dispute the results,
Which
It's going to be hilarious if like Valken comes out on top of everyone
What?
else.
No,
I can tell you that's not happening.
I'll tell you now, they're fucking garbage. Like to begin with, like
He's like-
spoiler
he's
alert.
like-
Turns
he's
out
like, I'll
Falcon
throw
products
the-
are horrible.
he's like, I'll throw the whole fucking show away before I wrote that bullshit.
It's not my podcast, so
Oh my god, yeah, I'll definitely be curious to see that because I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I just kind of stick with like usually if I buy stuff or if I use stuff that's in the industry, it's usually like I know the person, and that's
Yeah.
like that generally swings my bias, or I just don't like the company, like Elite Force. Fuck those cucks. I refuse to use anything that they produce. So that's it's no like even if they come out on top, I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, they're big gay though, so.
Honestly, most of those BBs come out of the same factory, and for
all
everyone who
BLS.
says like,
They all are.
yeah, oh, we have the special secret sauce formula, quality control, yada yada yada. It's like,
that shit.
no, you don't. You all buy the same shit.
And we put it in
anything that's labeled bio is just an additive treated plastic. None of you have found the secret to eternal life. Like, get the fuck out of here. I just buy whatever BBs are cheapest.
If someone was able to find a truly biodegradable, like PLA type plastic, they wouldn't go out of their way to just only have it in the airsoft industry. The
they
amount
would
of
be
money they would make
making
outside
more
of it
money
would be
than exists
ridiculous.
in airsoft selling that in the industrial sector.
Oh yeah,
They wouldn't even care about
everything you own
airsoft at
right
that
now.
point.
Yeah, everything you own right now would be biodegradable, basically.
Yeah.
that's probably not a good thing because I mean, like if my monitors just started degrading from the amount of like beer that I accidentally spill on them, that'd be bad.
Yes, because that's the liquid splattering on your monitor
Hey,
on a regular basis.
yeah.
Like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, if I spilled my whiskey on my keyboard, I'd be like, well, fuck, new keyboard time.
Exactly.
Just see it disintegrate. Well,
Yeah.
This is a very expensive bottle of whiskey.
aren't they always though?
Well,
Especially you guys, because you guys drink like the bougie shit. Like I'm happy to have like mediocre whiskey. I've got like one or two like high dollar brands, but every time I talk to Ian, he's like, "Well, I've got this wonderful oaky number from." So
yeah, I just finished this bottle of Redbreast 15 year, and if you know your Irish whiskeys, this unfortunately was a decently expensive bottle to finish. But hey, that's what you buy nice whiskey for, is to enjoy it.
I'm so close to burning through that fucking Nika, and I don't want to finish it.
Four Roses is another good one.
I
their
love
single
Four
barrel
Roses,
is
actually.
great.
Four Roses single barrel, especially, is incredible.
Brother-in-law got me a bottle of that for Christmas last year, and it did not survive the night.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about bourbon, though, is bourbon, as compared to Scotch or Japanese whiskey or Irish whiskey, you can get way cheaper because it's made here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I've said this a couple of times, but my wife's family, they have a bourbon distillery called Wood Hat that is fantastic. It's based out of New Florence, Missouri, and their
I don't
shit
think I've
is-
ever heard of that. I'll have to check that out.
They have a corn whiskey, a red corn whiskey called Bloody Butcher Red that won in the all whiskey category a couple years ago, which is difficult for a bourbon, and it's fucking good.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Have we decided what we're going to be ingesting for the majority of Jackal? Was it? Because
Natty,
we're going to
yes.
be the IRA.
Natty
Yes,
Light
everything.
lemonades.
Everything.
Oh, the Natter days. Oh yeah, we're
Natty
stocking
Days.
up the
We
cooler
gotta
with
have
Natter days.
we gotta have some
Nope.
Irish stuff.
We,
if we're
we
gonna
have to be since we're just talking about breaking rules. The Jackal's on the Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, so
here
we
in
gotta be
Colorado.
respectful of the rules.
And
Obviously.
technically, there's no alcohol allowed, but
There's no
There is
alcohol
no
at
alcohol.
Milton West.
there's no
I will-
alcohol.
I'll park
Exactly.
I'll park the trailer off site. We'll drink there.
So yeah, we just need to like park all of our trailers in like a little circle to
Circle the wagons.
So
yeah,
if
just,
you
we just need
want,
to circle the wagon.
That's what we did
But
with
if
the
you
rest
want
of the last year.
Yeah,
If you want
exactly.
some Irish whiskey, might I make a recommendation? It's
Yes.
actually decently affordable too. Teeling whiskey. Teeling small batch. They have several different expressions that are all aged in different casks. But Teeling is a craft distillery in Ireland that is pretty wide distribution in the United States. I can find them at like every liquor store around me, which
I was
is how
planning on just
popular they are.
loading up on various flavors of Guinness and Jameson.
I like it.
Which are also Jameson cask mates is incredible. I'm a
Yep.
big fan of the cask mates.
That's the whiskey that the guy at Avalon brought us. One of our fans. We were like,
Oh,
shit.
there you
He
go.
brought us like
Okay.
he brought us like good fucking whiskey. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Nice,
I
man.
love the stout cask mates. Stout cask
Eric
mates.
Eric knows all these random like types and flavors of whiskey. I just drink it. I'm like, that's tasty. I'm just gonna keep drinking it. I don't know the
Well,
specifics.
If I
just
get
know
into
it's good.
something, I'm gonna get into it. Like I want to know all the different types, the different ways it's made.
I don't know what it smells like. I just know what it feels like when it gets me drunk.
I'm similar with cigars. I'm not real familiar with them, but I can tell if someone hands me one like this is good, this isn't.
So
Yeah.
I've been speaking of cigars. I got a
What you got?
box of 40 of Rocky Patel Juniors
Ooh, Rocky Patel makes great
Nice.
stuff.
for $50. So I've got like I really like. I've been
dude.
I've been sticking with these juniors, man. I've got two different styles right now, but I
I've
like
been
these.
smoking a lot of Brick House cigars, but Rocky
Brick House
Patels are
is
incredible.
Rocky Patels are great. The Decade Edition is a good one to go with.
Yep.
Camacho is my favorite.
Camacho,
American
yeah.
Barrel Aged.
American Barrel hit the Connecticut or not the Connecticut. I'm sorry, the Havana
Corojo?
one, the not the bourbon age, the bourbon age ones.
Yeah,
The,
American Barrel Aged.
Yeah, the Nicaraguan. That's it. No, the Nicaraguan one's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, gotcha.
That shit is because I tried the rum one and it tasted like butt
Yeah,
cheeks.
that's the Carib. What the fuck did they call that even? But yeah, the rum one I didn't like.
Yeah, but the bourbon one, the Nicaraguan wrap is money.
Yeah, no. Camacho makes a great cigar. I'm also a big fan of the Camacho Ecuador with the blue wrapper.
Mhm.
Or
Japanese
band.
whiskey. Salvador Sal from Third Coast is talking about Japanese whiskey is fantastic.
Oh
I
yeah.
cannot recommend Hibiki.
Oh yeah, no.
enough.
Sal's a man of culture. Clearly, I'm a big fan of. I love Takushu, but I'm pretty sure that just got discontinued, unfortunately, which pisses me off because I adored it.
Well, wasn't it? It was like Hibiki, like their 15-year age. They ran out of it. So, like, if you see it, buy a bottle because it's going to be another, like, I think they said 8 years before they'll have enough age to like put back into production.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's probably
It is.
Nika.
Hibiki is great. Nika, like every expression of Nika I've ever had. I've got some Nika Pure Malt in my cabinet right now, which maybe is shit. Now that we're talking about, maybe that's what I'll get now that I'm out of Redbreast.
It's good, man.
I've had two different. Actually, I think I've had three. Yeah, because you gave me or we tried that pure malt at your place, but I've had like three different of the expressions of Nika, and I've blown through two of the bottles so far, and I really, really want to go buy some more. It's just problem is it's like fucking $65 a bottle or something like that.
Dude, if I'm drinking to drink, Bullet has been my go-to for a while.
Bullet is
Bullet's not
actually
bad.
really good. I really
It's really
like
good.
rye too. That makes
They're-
a mean old fashioned.
They're obviously the rye is good, but people need to understand that rye is for mixing. It's too much air in that motherfucker. I
It
don't like
depends.
you can drink it straight, but I mean, like, if you want to enjoy yourself, in my mind. But one thing that I've started bringing, if I'm at events and you see me with the flask, it's always going to be something different. Recently, it's been it was Monkey Shoulder scotch
Yes,
at Copperhead.
yes. I love
Monkey
on day
shoulder is some
one.
good stuff.
Day two, it was tequila, so I was catching motherfuckers off guard because they were coming up like, "Man, that Monkey Shoulder was good. Can I get another swig?" I was like, "Yeah, here you go."
What tequila?
I was just Jose, just
Well, that's fair enough.
dirty brown Jose.
I'm
It
a
was
big
angry.
fan of Espolón and Casamigos. Those are two great tequilas.
Dude, Good.
Me and Derek are just sitting in the bottom saying, like, we like our beer and seltzers.
Yeah, I like beer.
The perfect, definitely not drinking in the parking
I have a
lot
fine
event
aged
you're going to.
Dale's ale right now.
They just got like up top, you have like the hipster fucking connoisseur douchebags going back and forth. And on the bottom, you have the
Tom,
actual like normal
The
people.
the ASAP crew registered adult Tom Hall, too tall, who has become the ipso facto father of the podcast, is talking about Moscow Mules and Hemingway's short story. Which, if you ever like, if I'm on a rum kick, I call it getting Hemingwasted, and it's never a good time.
I'm a big fan of mules of all sorts.
Mules
Just
are good.
anything that resembles any type of mule, Kentucky mule, Moscow mule.
I got one
Rum
for
mule.
you. If you like mules, and this comes from sailing, is it's called a dark and stormy,
Yep.
and it is ginger beer, rum, splash of Coke, a little bit of bitters, and it's fan
Like splash
fucking
of Coca-Cola or cocaine?
yeah, Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Depends
Either-
on where you're at. Really.
Yeah, dark and stormies are incredible. Or one of the things I've been drinking a lot recently, because summer, is I've been doing margaritas, but I've been doing the Tommy's margarita version with agave nectar instead of triple sec. And it really plays up the agave factor of the tequila and gives you like a little bit of a different sweetness. And I just have been adoring those.
I miss your Everclear daiquiris, Eric.
God.
It's like Everclear and Bacardi 151 or something ridiculous.
We made
Yeah.
something one year called Catham's Artillery Punch,
What the
which
fuck?
we stuck. So if you look it up, Catham's Artillery Punch, it is like 25 different bottles of liquor in this with like a couple
Awesome.
pounds of fresh fruit, and then you put it all, you let it
Awesome.
ferment in this fucking cooler for like 24 hours, 48 hours, and then right before you drink it, you dump in a case of champagne.
That kind of sounds like Michael.
So why have
Scott's
we not
drink
done
in The
this
Office,
already?
where he just
Ian?
mixed all the drinks into one and threw in Splenda.
Yeah. So we did this one year, and it was like right after I got out of the Navy, and it was fucking tastic. But we were
Yeah,
drinking on that.
incredible.
Like, we were drinking on that shit for like a week, and it had a little bit too long to ferment, I think, because it got stronger as time went on. Started talking to me. I don't know.
Start
the rest
breathing
of-
fire
I could
afterwards.
hear
So,
colors.
So when you guys go to Milson West, do you just like ruck in a bottle of something for those long fire watches, or do you just wait until after the event?
We don't drink at Milson West.
Yeah, there
we
is
don't drink
no
at
alcohol at
Milson
Milson West.
If we're going to like a fucking like a shitball thing where we're just hanging out with the boys, our drink of choice when we're definitely not in the parking lot getting our gear staged is White Claw.
Excellent.
Well, yeah, because it looks like water.
I think one of my favorites.
Exactly.
Or an energy drink, like the White
At-
Monster.
The unnamed event, Derek, where you had the mini keg. I was just doing mini keg stands in the parking lot.
We had
Oh
Josh
yes,
on
that was yes that event. That was fun. And then on Sunday we rucked it in.
Yes.
So at the staging area we had a whole ass
That
keg
is
and cups.
awesome.
We're about to reach up to the second story with the ladder, and I was like, hold on. I need a little juice.
when we had Warren on the podcast, he was talking about some like group of hooligan kids that showed up to his event, and they were trying to ruck in like 230 racks of beer, just like in like split between their rucks. with the cart, and he just shows up and looks at what's going on. He's like, "What the fuck's going on, guys? I've got a rule set for a reason. At least be fucking discreet about it."
I saw that was at Kharkiv, and I saw it in the parking lot. Then walking by with the carts, I'm like, surely that's just for like moving gear between vehicles or something like that. And then I see Russ 4 steps off into the hills, and I see them in the back dragging their carts
Just
up the
with
hill.
their little red
I
wagon.
was like, no, power to you. Go for it.
Red flyer wagon.
The radio flyer, yeah, the fucking most power move possible. Holy shit!
Listen, you gotta get your fix while you're in the field somehow.
Well, it's like bringing a flask is one thing, but if you're just rucking in an
but
entire
bring
party's
in-
worth
yeah.
of beer,
Shit with the intention to get fucked
I
up
may or
is
may
something
not
else.
have a Desert Tiger Stripe flask.
Ooh.
I can respect that.
Yeah, that was
Speaking
continue.
I was gonna say, speaking of Derek, when are you going to start throwing up custom flasks on the Bowguns page? Because that's what we need.
It's
That's
That is-
fantastic. That's
There's
big
your
brain.
product.
I'm gonna write that down.
Give me
that's
a
big brain moves right there.
Baja Tiger Stripe fucking custom flask. And I'll make all my plot loose.
Yeah. Yep.
That Baja Tiger Stripe thing was just my entire like view on your thought process of that. He's probably sitting in his chair, massive bong hit, looked at a Dixie chip cup, looked at fucking Tiger Stripe. He's like, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
Well, you are in Colorado, so
That is true.
Oh
man.
I do love the Baja Tiger Stripe. I really want to get
Such a meme.
It is, but it's a great meme. I'm actually
I
gonna
hate it, but I love it.
I'm gonna get the Baja Tiger Stripe and the Gold Tiger of those shorts that you make because I want to get those.
They're super.
I feel like the Gold Tiger shorts with like a fucking band shirt. That's the concert aesthetic. Like next time I go see the Acacia Strain, that's what I'm rocking.
Big plays being thrown out right now. I like this. I like all this.
Look at all this.
I'm
Rock
in
the
this
Baja.
Wow.
Depending on how much time we spend in the Razor at Jackal, I might just like have the proper faction uniform top and then just the Baja shorts in the Razor all day.
How hood ratty are we getting?
Yes.
Pit Vipers hood ratty.
I mean, if
I
it's
wanna-
playing as IRA,
wanna-
you have to be pretty hood rat.
I want to get out, fuck shit up, and leave. Just like
Yes.
man.
Derek has purchased a speaker, which is going to solely play Irish.
I have a well. It's gonna play all kinds of shit. I got the biggest, loudest portable speaker I could that we're gonna bungee to the roof of the Razor and just blast shit as we're driving through the woods, firing blanks all weekend.
Oh my god!
Hey, if you want some UK-based slam metal recommendations, hit me up. I can help you out.
Eric, what were we blasting through that bullhorn this last weekend?
My heart will go on.
My heart will go on. Yeah, we were staging a defense with like our like pseudo National Guard unit, and it's like we want to hear wonderful music while you die. Here, listen, just like fucking like Celine Dion just belting it out. Oh, it's great.
I was basically role playing a Far Cry villain at that event, so we did the whole Far Cry villain thing.
Oh, it was
Nice.
great.
I love it. You gotta go. Man, if you're not having fun and just going over the top and making people talk about that shit, like what the fuck is the point? Like, what are you doing with your life?
Well, you got to make the ticket price worth it, and like
Oh, absolutely.
what makes the ticket price worth it is the memories afterward. And if they're not talking afterward about like how fucking crazy some of the shit that happened at that event was, then the ticket price wasn't worth it.
The same unnamed event that we brought an entire keg to for the Sunday game. I also brought a bullhorn, and after Cole had a few in him, I'm like, this will be a good idea. Here, Cole, have this bullhorn. And he
I
proceeded.
got great recordings of it.
There's
here.
there's some videos floating around of me after a few of the mini kick stands and that bullhorn. Just like I pissed off Green Team so bad they started just suicide charging me and getting just destroyed. They were in the middle of this open field behind this one giant rock, so they can't shoot me. I'm just popping up like, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell," and I'm going back. And like this is
Exorcist quotes too, man of culture.
they're shooting these fucking tag rounds at me. Like, easy there, Helen Keller. And they're fucking like they're doing all this shit. The snipers are trying to hit me. I'm like, sniper, no sniping. Not even close, darling. Like, just, it's fucking amazing. And at one point, fucking not Omar from Who Shot First, just like 3 different times was like, I am going to get your ass if it kills me. And he kept running across and kept getting hosed by my guys because they were like just close enough to shoot over my shoulder. It was fantastic.
No, what you need to break out the next time you're doing that is at this last Omega game when I was role playing my Far Cry villain. It was, I have an itemized list of your failures. It is both extensive and comprehensive. I will read it as you die. That was the favorite.
Take like a little like pop-ups like projector stand and
actually have it all written down.
And if you will turn your attention to slide number 1, I will get into the
That's where I should have gone with that. But now that we've had time to workshop it, you can take it to the next level.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do. If we ever go to when I finally do make it to a Milsom West event and we do something stupid, hopefully it's at like an AO with like walls, and I want to get a mini projector and at night project it onto the wall and be like, here's a PowerPoint presentation on why Green Team can suck my balls. Item number 1. Just have this shit just do something to harass people to the point where like I've got to go shoot that fucking thing. Love of God.
That's the best part about Milsim West. Like I remember at Caspian Breakout in 2017, we actually brought a bullhorn with us until it broke halfway through the game. Fucking shitty thing. But we started an assault on the NATO fucking PB to go take this porta-john that they had. And I handed the bullhorn to Josh, and it's like 5 a.m. and he just starts screaming in the bullhorn and letting off blanks. And we just push them all the way out of this PB, and they were so pissed.
Oh my God.
Reasonably priced.
You have a power shit with RPK.
It was amazing. It was a really great game for many reasons. That being one of them.
Similar at one of the Azera games at Georgia Air Force Base last year. I was NATO, and we're just sitting in our building, and like before sunup, some Rust 4 guys had set up in a building just outside of RPB with a big bullhorn and just started blasting Ram Ranch on repeat for hours.
Yeah.
28 U.S. Marines and Black Ford Raptors pulling up to Ram
It was
Ranch.
funny at first, but when you're trying to sleep, it quickly became unfunny.
God damn it! Shut up.
Punk and I always had the idea that if we catch ourselves on opposite sides of the team, we're going to see if we see each other, we're going to drop our guns, drop our kit, walk out like this, and start doing the "Don't Speak" by Run the Jewels.
Yes.
Which, if you guys haven't heard that song, the opening video is like they're at a Senate hearing. It starts off.
Oh yeah. Nobody speak. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's speaking. They're just talking shit to one another. Picture this: I'm a bag of dicks. Put me to your lips.
Run the
No, we're just gonna
Jewels
go
also
back and
just
just fucking like
incredible
duke
in
it out like
general.
that.
Yeah, I love them. I was supposed to go see them in fucking July, and goddamn COVID. It was them and Rage Against the Machine, like as a doubleheader, and I was furious I couldn't go see them.
Well, one of the ideas that we had for the ASAP thing that we're talking with Josh is letting us run a pirate radio station at one of the LARP events.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like
The
get like
Insurgency game's
legit
the fucking best.
like if we can get somewhere that has a speaker system, like actually hook us into it, and we'll Howard Stern the shit out of that. Like we'll we'll do
Or
some
Alex
really
Jones
random
the
shit.
shit out of it.
Oh God,
We will
Now
turn the
you're
fucking
getting a
frog
big
gay.
that'd be funny.
Oh yeah, this ain't the Joe Rogan experience, motherfuckers. Oh man,
You don't want me
Speaking
to
of-
start spewing off about conspiracy theories? Come on.
you would be good for it. We definitely, just sit you down and like just let you cosplay fucking Alex Jones for a couple.
Well,
hours. Just
I was
screaming
at
into the
SHOT Show, fucking partying up with some of the fucking people, and I lost my voice through the day at SHOT Show. And I go up to like fucking say goodbye as I'm about to go back to my hotel, and my voice is totally gone. And Josh informed me that at the moment that I had lost my voice, I sounded exactly like Alex Jones. So now I do my damnedest not to ever lose my voice, because otherwise I just hear the words of Josh Warren in my fucking ear. Yo, you sound exactly like Alex Jones right now. I'm like, fuck.
on a list of shit I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Pie. Holy fuck. Well, I think we're getting at about wrap up time because I know you guys generally do a little bit longer show, but we have the attention span of ferrets on crystal meth, and so does our audience.
Oh yeah.
So we hit
I
the
don't know
hour
if
mark,
we
and it's
kept a
like,
consistent theme, but hopefully it was entertaining.
oh, dude, we had a great time, man. Thanks. For
Oh
coming
yeah.
on,
This
guys.
is fun.
Mhm.
Hey, thanks for having us on. This is actually I've actually loved your guys' show for a while, so this is fucking really cool to be able to come on here and talk to you guys.
Yeah, flatter me.
Keep sucking that dick, Eric.
Hey, listen, a dick worth sucking is getting sucked.
Yeah.
And on that note,
On that note, that is okay. So I was
Clip
talking
that,
about how
save that.
I was talking about clipping. Eric used to clip shit and throw it to the beginning of the episode on SoundCloud. That's getting clipped, motherfucker. But anybody got anything before we get out of here?
Go follow the Facebook page. Go follow
Gun Gamers on their outlets. What do you guys have? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, OnlyFans,
covered,
right?
Oh,
okay.
totally OnlyFans. It's all pictures of my back hair.
Good.
yeah,
Good.
there's a
Okay.
You laugh,
Discord that
but there's a market
exists.
for that.
There's
There-
market for that.
if you want to start buying PTWs and shit, Eric, you got to start marketing that back hair. Start selling it to people.
All right, I'll work on it.
Don't do it. I have PTWs. They're not worth it. They just make you feel bad about
They're
yourself.
not.
They're
buy a
great for
recoil
they're
shot.
great for flexing on 12-year-olds, but other than that, you're just a sad human being.
Got to get that blue A2 grip so people can offer you
I've got
$400 for it.
Wow, you just singled out Cole. Nice.
Personally attacked.
Speaking of the my blue grip PTW, I swapped in the black cylinder that wasn't functioning like a black cylinder until randomly last weekend, and now my long gun shoots like 490.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good stuff.
It's a dude. I put 3 6s in it though. It's money. I'm really pleased. But
Yeah, that's not
on that note, we will see you nerds later. Tune in next week. We're gonna have Dan from HPA on to, I don't even know, scream at us in a Jersey accent. We never know what the fuck we're gonna get with that dude. He's gonna come on and talk about some of his new batteries. But we'll catch you guys next time.